there was still work to be done to alleviate poverty. There's still work that we have to do to bring jobs back to areas that have been abandoned. Except once the Republicans took over Congress, they just blocked everything we did, or we wanted to do. All right, so we said, okay, now you've had 2 years of total control of Washington, Republicans. What the heck have you done? With that policy? No, it's not true they haven't done nothing. They've done something. They promised that they were going to take on corruption. Instead, they plundered away. They have racked up enough indictments to field a football team. Nobody in my administration got indicted. They pledged to fight for the little guy. Instead, they doled out $1.5 trillion in tax cuts aimed at corporations who are making record profits, which is fine. We want companies to do what they're making record profits. Tax cuts for folks like JB and me. I mean, I'm not in the same league, but I'm doing pretty good. We weren't asking for it. We said, no, we're going to get taxed. $1.5 trillion. Did not even pretend to pay for it. Now, so the deficits, of course, shot up. Keep in mind that when we were in the depths of recession, many of y'all seen your home values plunge. Your 401k is down in the dumps. People losing their jobs, folks desperate. And we're trying to spend money to make sure teachers stay on the job, or put some guys in hard hats to work, rebuilding roads and bridges, or providing people health care. When we were trying to do that, they said, no, we can't spend money on working people, because that'll blow up the deficits. No, we can't invest in health care. That deficits. We can't invest in early childhood education. Deficits, that'd be terrible. So deficits, that was the existential threat. That would be terrible. Suddenly, when it comes to $1.5 trillion in tax cuts for folks who are doing the best they've ever done, deficits don't matter. What's the problem with deficits? Oh, no, deficits are fine. It's okay. Until they get the tax cut passed. Then, because it gets worse. Just 2 weeks ago, the Republican leader in Congress, don't boo, vote. The Republican leader in Congress, suddenly he says, now I'm very disturbed with our deficits. To bring them down, we're going to need to cut programs like Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. Now, I didn't make this up, by the way. Look it up. He said it. He said it on tape. Because, and the reason you can go look it up is because I believed in fact-based campaigning. I believe in reality-based governance. So, cutting Medicare, Social Security, and Medicaid for working people to pay for tax cuts for rich folks does not sound like fighting for the little guy to me. And the good news is J.B. Pritzker's not going to let that happen. And our candidates running for Congress aren't going to let it happen. As long as what? As long as you vote. All right, now, let's talk about health care for a second. 8 years ago, Democrats passed the Affordable Care. That law helped cover 850,000 people right here in Illinois alone. That law also made it illegal for the very first time for insurance companies to discriminate against you if you have a pre-existing condition. It might be a child who's got asthma. It might be that you're a cancer survivor. You might have lupus. It might be, by the way, that you're a woman, because it turned out that insurance companies, before Obamacare was passed, could charge you more just for being a woman. Now, it is true being a woman is a pre-existing condition. Except that condition is that you can give birth and are responsible for all of us being here. So it doesn't seem to me you should be charged more for insurance for being a mama or a potential mama. So the Affordable Care Act said, no, everybody gets insurance. You can't be discriminated against because you've had a pre-existing condition. The whole point is, if you've been sick, that's why you need to buy insurance. It needs to be affordable. Democrats made that happen. Not a single Republican joined us. We invited them. Said, let's make this bipartisan. Man, I've met with so many Republicans. I said, what are your ideas? What do you want to do? Tell me how you think it would work better than what we've designed. We've taken Republican ideas that we think can work. Didn't matter. Not one of them voted with us. Not one. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Goose egg. Nothing. Blank. Not one of them voted. Not only did not one of them vote with us, they then spent the next 8 years trying to sabotage or repeal that law in any way they could. And by the way, because of that sabotage, they weren't able to actually dismantle the law, but they did increase premiums. In Illinois, for example, those premiums are going up. Not because of the original design of it, but because they have deliberately tried to make it not work. All right, so that's bad enough. For the life of me, I will never understand why you would make it your number one cause to take away health insurance from people. Oh, because they have declared war on Obamacare, they've declared war on the Affordable Care Act, and all the provisions in it. Okay, now suddenly it's an election season. And Republicans are running millions of dollars worth of ads all around the country saying we're going to protect people with pre-existing conditions. Trust us. I mean, when I was president, Republicans voted more than 12 times to get rid of protections for pre-existing conditions. Last year, they fell just one vote short. And if they win this Tuesday, they might finally succeed. Now, good news is, by the way, I should say, Lauren Underwood, one of our candidates for Congress, knows what's at stake. Because Lauren worked in my administration and helped us implement the law and get people covered, while her opponent voted to take away that same coverage. So the choice for voters in Lauren's district couldn't be clear. You can vote for Lauren Underwood, who helped implement protections for people with pre-existing conditions, or you can vote for her opponent, who tried to repeal it. It couldn't be much clearer cut than that. Lauren Underwood and Sean Casten are not going to let Republicans get your pre-existing conditions protections or get your Medicare to pay for tax cuts for me and JB. That's not what they stand for. They will protect your care, period.
All right, so there you have the former president of the United States. He's been speaking. He's speaking now in his hometown of Chicago. The president saying the character of our nation is on the ballot right now. He's really going after the current president of the United States and the Republicans. You can hear, SC, you can hear the former president losing his voice person that former Vice President Joe Biden